Now let's create one more example for the arrow function. Say const student entity brackets name. Say name of that student is Raj. Let's put one more entity, that is course joined, and it has an option, say some course names. So this is the second property, and the next function is display courses, and within this display courses function we are going to print the number of courses joined by Raj. So how to deal with it? This represents to the current entity. So whenever I am representing this pointer, this dot name is going to give me Raj, and this dot course joined is going to give me this array of course. So if I am writing this dot course joined, it is going to give me that array of courses. I can apply a for each loop on that. So if I apply a for each loop has its own this pointer. Let's keep in mind that whenever you are applying a for each loop, it has its own function, and for each loop iterates the data from the array one by one, and it stores data into the argument variable. So what will happen here is whenever this for each loop will run, initially it will extract node and put it into the course variable, then it will extract the angular and put it into the course, and so on. So while working with the for each loop, it is understood that for each has its own this pointer. So whenever you are representing this keyword inside the for each loop, it is representing this keyword of for each loop, not of the outside world. So that is why if I am trying to print something like this, console.log, this dot name, say joined so and so courses. So let's print this way. Save the application and call the method display courses outside and run the application. And when we'll run the application, you can see that this dot name, instead of representing to Raj, it is printed as undefined, joined node, angular, and express. So whenever for each loop applied on it, it represents its entity correctly, but this pointer is not representing to this of student. Instead, this has its own scope within the for each loop. So how to resolve this problem? If you are using for each loop within any class entity and you want to represent to the members of that class, what you need to do is you need to replace this from traditional function to an arrow function. Why so? Because we have already seen arrow function doesn't represent this, so it will bypass this for each now. So this is not representing to for each, so obviously this keyword will represent to the parent one now, because this keyword inside for each supposed to be representing to the for each loop, but instead it is representing the parent of it. Let's rerun the application, and you can see that it is resulting the proper output. So stay tuned.